Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Kream All Access as we take you behind the scenes with the next build in the workshop. Now this car has a backstory to it. It's an SL55 AMG. It has a full Swarovski widebody kit that's been fitted by somebody else in the past, but it's been done extremely poorly and it's been wrapped to finish it off, which has to be redone as well. Not really sure where to start. From what we can see, the car has some serious fitting issues, gap issues, nothing lines up. The wrap is extremely poor, so we're going to have to literally just take it back to basics by taking all the wrap off first, and then we're going to inspect the body kit to see if we can actually salvage it to start with, because the body kit with the arches, they've been moulded onto the bodywork, so we don't know whether or not we're going to have to actually rip it off and start again and put them back on, which would make the job pretty extensive. But if we can save it, then we will. We have noticed that underneath the wheel arches, the preparation is very, very poor. The metal bodywork of the car has just been cut and left. They haven't cut it back enough, they haven't folded it, they haven't welded it, it's just rusting away. So that needs to be obviously rectified. The wheels need to be spaced out further because they're sitting too far in. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do, but once we've got around and done everything, got the car right, we'll then paint it in Mercedes' brand new colour, which is Designo Graphite Matte Grey. So last but not least, once we've done that, we'll then finish it off with our own carbon fibre undersill kit, because although the car does look amazing, the concept is really good, so I'm really happy with how the car will eventually turn out, but it's a little bit old school. So just to bring it up to scratch with the body kit side of things, we're going to add our carbon fibre running boards, carbon rear spats, and we're going to make a brand new custom carbon fibre front lip for the car as well. So once that's done, we're going to finish it off with just lowering it by about 30 or 40 mil on drop links, which will then finish the car off perfectly. So I have a vision, we have a concept, and we're going to execute it and make sure the car comes back to life looking how it was supposed to, if not actually better than it was when he first set out to build the car. Happy days. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace. For the Mercedes, and as you can see behind me, it's got a lot of patches of filler work around the whole car. As you know, the car had lots of gapping issues and that sort of thing, but as always with these sort of jobs, once you get involved, it starts opening up a can of worms, and you see a few horror stories here and there in terms of how the car was built previously, and in this case it was very, very poor. All the gaps weren't right. I'm talking about you'll have a couple of millimeters on one side, right open to 10 mils on the other side. And it's not even just down to the actual body shop that fitted it. This is down to the actual product itself. Now, what normally happens is when it comes to fiberglass and that sort of thing, carbon fiber as well, as you saw with Rocky's build and many others that we've done in the past, they require a very experienced body shop to fit them. And the reason why I say that is because it's not just a case of fitting it and painting it. You may have to carry out many alterations to the product, or products should I say, bumpers, bonnet, wing, in order to get them to fit correctly. Now in this particular instance, this vehicle was just literally had the kit taken out of the box, fitted on the car. Of course they obviously must have seen all the gaps and imperfections that the car had, but didn't know how to overcome them, so just done the regular prep work that you do. It wasn't even put into primer. It was literally just sanded down and wrapped straight over. I've never actually seen that before. What I have seen is people put parts or cars or panels into primer and then wrap straight over that. But in this case, they just simply sanded all the kit down and wrapped straight over that. I'm surprised the wrap actually stayed on for so long. But we'll take you close so you can have a quick look and see how Dave's getting on. But as you will see, there's a lot of fiberglass and filler work that's been taken place. And although it looks like it's heavy, it's not actually that heavy. It's more all surface filler work. but a lot of the gapping has been done with the use of fiberglass and resin. We've had to actually extend some of the panels with fiberglass and resin to close the gaps up. But yeah, it's going really well. Happy with the progress so far, and hopefully with any luck by the end of the week we're going to get it into polyester, primer, and then get it into some paint. Come and have a look. So I'll give you an example. This bonnet was perfectly aligned with the wings, and once all the gapping on either side was perfected, which you can see with a lot of use of filler and fiberglass, the gaps have been perfected. This has all been applied here because the panels were extremely wobbly, so that had to be sorted out and cured. Same with these panels here. Same with the wheel arch here, should I say. And if you look around here, this section of the bonnet was actually too short. So we had to put literally just under 10 mils worth of fiberglass and resin and extend the bonnet to get it to shut nicely around the headlight. So the gap left and right is the same. If you look around on the side of the door, the filler work that's been done there has been done so it flowed with the wide rear quarter panels that have been fitted. And if I just shut the door, there you go, you can see what Dave's up to now. Now that entire rear quarter section has been skimmed with filler, purely because of the fact that it was all over the place, very, very wobbly, and not in any shape to literally prime and paint. So all of that lob work's got to be done first. And once Dave's perfected that, we can then put it into polyester, as I said earlier. Polyester is actually a spray filler, so it puts a very uniform layer of filler that comes out of the spray gun across all the panels of the car, or whichever panels you're actually going to be using, and then allows you to block and cut that back so you can get a perfectly flat surface area. Let's look around the front of the car. Filler work along there. This is to gap it up nicely against a bumper, which if you zoom in right over there in the background, you'll see the bumper sitting on the floor. Again, all the filler work you can see at the top of it. That's been married up to that, and that has now been done, hence why it's off the car, and we're happy with that, and that's finished there. Again, if you come around this side, you'll see the same going on in terms of the filler work on both the wing and the bonnet. This was gapped with using hairy fiberglass first, and then skimmed with filler just to finish it off. And again, same with the wing. This has not quite been finished yet, so once Dave's finished working around that side, he's going to work his way around the back and then come around here and finish it off. So yeah, loads and loads of work and many hours of labour intense graft that's got to go into it, but it's got to be done. It's the only way to do it. But once it is done, you'll be able to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labour, or our labour, Dave's labour, someone's labour. Right, so the Mercedes is now completely finished, finally. All the panels have come out perfect, really happy with that. It's been blocked, primed, blocked again, and it's got to be wet flatted yet before it goes into paint. Okay, but before we do that, we're going to rectify quite a major issue with the car from its original build, which is behind the rear wide arches that have been attached to the car. Now, we've got over that side of things. We've done a really nice job of finishing the actual arches off, but underneath where the original factory metal arches are, they haven't been cut quite enough, so we're having to cut and modify them and push them up out of the way, and then obviously re-fiberglass all inside there and make it nice and tidy, so the wheel has enough clearance. But at the moment, when the car is planted, when it's driven quick, the back squats and it hits that metal, which is dangerous because obviously if it squats too hard, it can cut into the tyres and obviously have a blowout. So we don't want anything like that happening. So we're going to cure that today, and once that's done, that is it. The car is pretty much ready. Got to be wet flatted, and then into the booth it goes. So the next stage is to get the car washed, cleaned and prepped and ready. Car's ready for paint now, as you can see. But in order to get the paint job 100%, especially where it's going in matte, the car has to be washed, cleaned, degreased, and all the dust particles and everything that you see that gather up over the years, and all those nooks and crannies that you can see behind me, in the engine bay area, behind the wings and that sort of thing, all of that has to be washed out. Get as much filth and dust and dirt out of there as possible. And then we can get the car in and start masking up and getting it ready for paint. So I've just come to work today to see how the car has turned out and have one word, simply wow. Check it out. It's absolutely flawless. Not a single bit of dust, not a single bit of dryness anywhere. And it's so consistent right across every panel. I'm just super, super, super happy with this. And just so I can give you guys a little bit of background, we've been doing matte paint jobs before the dealerships, main dealer manufacturers, started releasing them on vehicles. That's how long we've been doing matte paint jobs, going back, gosh, over 15, probably touching 20 years now that we've been doing matte paint work. So I mean, that should tell you in itself how well experienced we are in doing such things. Forget about hypershift pearls and chameleon colors and all that sort of stuff. Obviously we've got that down to a T, but matte paint jobs is not easy because you cannot flatten polish this. This is gun finish and it has to be finished on a gun finish. Very simple. And this here is absolutely flawless. Not a single molecule of dust on the car at all around the entire vehicle. So far, this has come out perfect. And the consistency in the color, no patchiness, no dryness. This is as good, or if not better, than what comes out of the factories today. Really happy. Okay, so this is our exclusive carbon fiber undersill kit for this Black Series Mercedes. It's been specially designed and developed for that car, and as you can see, we've got carbon front lip here. This is actually our S63 front lip that's been modified to fit that car. Again, we've made some spats for the rear bumper and the carbon running boards. A very exclusive design, as you guys know. Go on many of our vehicles, and this is just to simply enhance and finish the car off nicely. The car itself looks really good with the wide body kit, but it's got a bit of a dated design behind it now. So the idea is with this carbon fiber body kit, the wide body of the car, the wheels, it then really finishes the package quite nicely. It makes it completes the look. So of course we have to put it through its stages to make it nice. So the first thing would be to mask all the edges, black all the edges, and then lacquer all of the carbon parts, giving it that really high, deep gloss shine, and then we can flatten polish it and get them all in the car. Right guys, there you have it. SL55 finally complete and back to its original condition that was supposed to be when it was first built by the original garage, but we've had to obviously rectify it, strip the whole kit back and start again, correcting all the issues that the car had, and now finally we can say the car is up to scratch. The customer will be here shortly to come and collect the car. Can't wait to see the look on his face. The finishing of the car is all that matters right now, and it looks absolutely amazing in this original factory AMG grey that we painted the car in, and at the same time the Black Series body kit that's on the car now really stands out, especially finished with a carbon fibre body kit that we've designed and developed for it. This has been made from scratch, guys, for this car, as you know, and it's come out perfect. The only last couple of things that's left to do in this car is lower the suspension, which the customer will sort out when he's ready, but other than that it looks amazing. The car looks great, the finish is fantastic, and yeah, can't wait to see the owner's reaction. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and thanks for supporting as always, and see you on the next one.
What's happening?
Where are you going? Are you going Facebook Live, yeah?
No. This is personal for now. Interesting.
So this is a proud owner. See, this is what we do. Turn it around in 4 weeks, right?
Of course. It was like 4 days, I think. 4 days.
Minus the
whole COVID-19 pandemic and, you know, the whole situation in the old workshop. But yeah, this is how his dream was supposed to look, right? What do you think?
Yeah, it's good. I could officially say I've been pimped.
Cream!
Creamed! That's what I meant, that's what I meant.
Thank you. There's only one thing that you need to do in this car, bro. It has to come down.